I got scammed because of a friend. Till this day, I don't know whether the friend was involved in the scamming or not. Yeah, guy, can I make the payment to this company? Are you sure that this company is legit? And you went to this place. And the guy confirms once more, Uba, I went to this place. It's a legit company. You know, if you lose your money in some way, I know where the company is. It's close to my hometown. Okay, fine, I make the payment, right? He said that no matter how angry I am, I should remember that I didn't send him money or I didn't send any money to his account. This is the person who was a friend. This is the person who misled me to believing that I was buying a container from a legit company. Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Kwanda Nyazeka. If it's your first time here, we are talking about everything entrepreneurship, financial education, running your own business, as well as agripreneurship. Please consider subscribing. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. It's really appreciated. I am humbled, guys, by support that you continue to give me, So in today's video, as you can see, the title of this video is how I got scammed trying to buy a container in a certain company in Durban. And I got scammed because of a friend. Till this day, I don't know whether the friend was involved in the scamming or not. So I will just tell you what happened, and you should also note that this is not a story time or a vlog, but I just want to warn and basically caution anyone who maybe is going to try to buy a container in the future of the things that they need to be aware of, and basically learn from the mistake that I did. So this is a very difficult story to tell. This thing, it happened in April this year, 2021, but I haven't been able to talk about it ever since. There's few people who know about it, but now I just decided to shoot this video so that someone there can learn out of it, And actually at the time I was very sad, that it almost broke me, but I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not going to break, and I like what my friend said to me when I told him the story. He said that you should actually be happy that this thing, it happened to you, because you are actually learning. This is building you to become the person that you are going to be. And indeed, I've learned so much after that experience. A number of things have happened, great things and bad things. I that's why today I can say that I'm happy that it actually happened. Even this guy who's a former friend of mine, who maybe was thinking that is breaking me down. You didn't break me down. I'm strong and I'm going big. One day you will see Uguti, what you were trying to do, it actually didn't succeed. You were trying to pull me down, but it didn't succeed. Just briefly in background, in 2019 I was trying to get a pop-up shop in my hometown, where I was going to be selling maybe ice cream or anything that I was thinking of. So I tried, but I struggled. I was not finding anyone who can rent a pop-up shop for me. And then the one that I got, the guys were unfair to me. They didn't give me the container when I applied for it, but they instead gave someone who applied after me, which was an Indian person. And in that experience, I learned that white people, they are likely to enter into business agreements with Indians instead of black people. So they didn't give me the opportunity to rent out that pop-up shop. So I was like, instead of saying I'm not finding any pop-up shop, let me try something else that I can do. So I started looking for a container, And also having a container, it's a good idea, because the container, it's an asset. If you are not using it yourself to make your own money, you can literally rent it out to someone else. So it was a good idea in that sense to have. So I started looking for information on how I can, where and how I can buy a shipping container. And online I found a number of these container companies, such as your Uniline Enterprise, Container Uniline Enterprise, Pty Ltd, or container distributors. There's a number of them that you're going to find when you are searching on Facebook, and some of them are scammers, like I was scammed myself. So after then, I did my research on how to get this container. So searching on Facebook and even online, and basically comparing which one is cheaper that I can afford, because guys, we are hustling and we are trying to make ends meet, but there are also people who are going to try to hustle on us. These people who are going to scam us. So after then, I was doing my research and doing a thorough research on where I'm going to buy this container. And in the process, I would find some companies, and there would be red flags that I see. Maybe a post from someone who's going to say this company is a scam. Of course, when you see such a post, you're not going to proceed in any way to buy the container from these guys, because you're not sure that they are going to deliver it, or they are not going to deliver it or run away with your money. So for example, Container Uniline Enterprise Pty Ltd, there was a lot of posts on Facebook alleging that the company is a scam. I'm still interested, but I'm finding a lot of inconsistencies in the information that you are sending me. For example, the recent question that I was asking who's the director of the company, because on the CIPC, I found that the director is this Odinaga Prince. But on the document that you sent me, it says that the director is Tom Ferguson and other people that are listed there. So I'm not sure. I'm even thinking of asking, is there maybe an option of pay upon delivery or upon receiving the container? Yes. No. So after then, I found a company on Facebook as well. I was believing that it is a legit company, but in doing that, I was sure that I'm not going to send money anyone, but I'm going to try to get someone to go to the physical location of this company, to ascertain that this is an existing company, so that if I don't get my money back, I will know where to go and find it. So I did that, finding this company. I think it was Container Distributors, and it had an address in Richards Bay. So I found a friend who's based in Durban, or let me say a former friend, because we've cut ties since the scam incident. So I talked to him and said that, that I've been trying to get a container. Can you please help me here? Can you please go to Richards Bay and go to this place and just find out if this container company really does exist, right? And then in that process, I called the guys and said that, can they give me their registration numbers? So when they give me their registration numbers, I searched on CIPC, that is your Companies and Intellectual Property Commission, to just make sure that this company is registered with CIPC, and they are also paying the returns on CIPC or SARS, right? So I did that. I checked, and the company was there, it was registered. But the red flag that I got from this company was that they were not paying the actual returns, which I was believing that they are supposed to be paid. Because when you are running a big company that sells containers are very expensive. So you can't be paying 100 rand over a period of a year, but you are making a lot of money in that company. So after then, I was skeptical and unsure that this is really a company. But at the same time, I was believing, but maybe it's just those big companies that are running away from paying tax, you know. So I asked my friend to go there to check if this company does exist. And on the day when he was supposed to go there, he called these guys, and the guys, they said that no, you can't just come here, and you can't just come to our factory in any way. You have to first make an appointment. Okay, fine. When he tells me this, I'm shocked, because it's not the same information that I got. Mina, when they said that no, I can come any day and any time, I will find the factory, you know. And then another thing that he tells me, my former friend, when he calls the guys, they say to him, you saw the containers online, so you can just make the payment. I'm like, okay, fine. This is red flag number 2. You can't just make a payment because you saw something online, especially these days, because there are a number of people looking for opportunities and trying to scam people, you know. So it's like, no man, this thing, it shows that this is not a legit company, you know. Then I go back again to do my research. I search on Facebook again on the same company, and then I come across a post that was saying that this company, it's a scam. They scammed this individual of imali yakhe, you know. And then after then, I noticed that there's a number of scams that are actually happening in this container space, you know. And also I went to another company which I believe that it's a legit company, and I saw that they posted a post which was stating that there's a number of companies that are, or container companies that are scamming people, you know. So I saw, but it's not safe to just take information online and make payments without going to the physical location and make the payment. So I was like, to this guy, okay, fine, don't go to this place, because I can see that it is a scam. How can they say that you should just come to the place without you going to the physical place and see the container, so that if your money gets lost along the way, you will know where to go with the police to claim your money. Okay, fine, sharp. And then I asked him to say, my guy, you know that I really need this container. I'm desperately in need of this container, you know. Can you please find me a place in Durban? He's from Durban, Pinetown. Can you please find me a place where I can buy a container? I know that Durban is close to a port, so it's maybe easy to get these shipping containers there. Okay, fine. And then actually, I know a place that sells containers. That's him. He says that. It's actually close to my home. I will go there and check and find information for you. I will take their numbers and ask for prices and give it back to you. He goes, and then a few hours later, he gets back to me and said that I actually found a place. I went there. It's a legit place. They sell containers. It's this much. I was looking for a 3-meter container, Mina, and then it's this much. And he gives me the phone numbers of these guys. I start communicating with these guys. We talk about the specifications of the container, what I want in the container and everything. And after then, ask them to send me an invoice, and they send me an invoice. We start talking about the payments, you know. And then the information that the former friend gave me was that when he was going to check this container place, he was involved in a robbery where they actually stabbed him. That's what he told me. And then I was there feeling bad that, oh, this guy, he get stabbed because of me, because I'm the one who asked him to go check for me. Okay, fine. We talked about that, and he said that no, he's going to be fine. Okay, and then after then, again, I called him on the day when I was like, I'm deciding to make a payment, because the conversation on WhatsApp is flowing. We are sending each other emails. They sent the quotation, and it has the names of the company. There was even the name of their attorney on the invoice. So fine, I was like, okay, fine. I call him on this day and they're like, guy, can I make the payment to this company? Are you sure that this company is legit and you went to this place? And the guy confirms once more, Uba, I went to this place. It's a legit company. You know, if you lose your money in some way, I know where the company is. It's close to my hometown. Okay, finally make the payment, right? And after making the payment, we agreed that the container is going to be delivered in the next 24 hours. After, of course, they modified the container because I wanted the container to have shelves in it. We agreed that they are going to add shelves to the container. Fine. And then after 24 hours, I was sure that they are done modifying the container. I called them again to say that, guys, it's 24 hours now. You're supposed to deliver the container. And then they said, no, we are going to deliver the container. I made the payment on the 12th of April, 2021. The first payment for the whole container and the modifications that I wanted. Okay, fine. And after then, I organized with my mom that she should go and wait for the container in our hometown. She should find a space where the container is going to be put and everything. Since I'm in Johannesburg, and we did online with this thing online with this company in Durban. Okay, fine. My mom goes there on the day, and then the next day when they were supposed to deliver, I get an email from the same company, but now in the logistics department of this company. They say that you need to pay for insurance because your container can't be delivered without insurance. I'm like, no, guys, you didn't tell me anything about insurance. Why now are you coming to tell me about insurance now? And I want the container now because I've already paid for it. I was like, okay, fine. You didn't tell me anything about the insurance. Okay, fine. I want to cancel the contract now, the purchase contract. Let's cancel. I want my money back. And then the guys, they induced me to pay for insurance because they said that if you are going to demand a refund, you are not going to get the delivery fee because we've already taken the container from the factory to the logistics place where it was supposed to where it was supposed to leave, to my hometown. Okay, fine. I was like, looks like I don't have any escape here, so I might as well pay this money. And then on the contract, they say that there's two options for this contract. There's X amount and there's Y amount. So for X amount, I have an option that I'm going to get it back when they arrive at my hometown and the container was not involved in any accident. Okay, fine. And then I choose X amount, and then I pay still. I made the second payment on the 14th of April 2021. Okay, fine. And then before making the payment, I asked the guys, guys, I really need this container. Are you sure that you are going to deliver it today? Because I need it today. If I make the payment today, I'm going to deliver it today. And they agree. They're like, no, yes, you're going to deliver it today. Okay, fine. I make the payment. And then the same day, when I called them, they say like, we are on our way, we are delivering the container. Okay, fine. After making the payment, I try calling again, few minutes. No one is picking up the call. I'm like, okay, fine. Maybe these guys are on their way. They don't want to talk to the phone while driving. Okay, fine. Yeah, then the time goes and the time goes. Up until it's at night now, I'm estimating that they have arrived now in the Eastern Cape from KZN because it's not that far. It can be maybe about 5 hours at most. Okay, fine. When I'm estimating that they've arrived, call my mom and say that you should be in town now waiting for these guys. I try calling them, but they're not picking up. No one is picking up. No one is picking up. And up until it was at night, my mom left the town at night, really at night, because she was hoping that they are going to come. They didn't come. The next morning, I called them again. No one is picking up my call. I send emails. No one is responding to my emails. And then I sent the other guys, the company guys, because there's two of these guys, Kona logistics and the the actual company. And the name of this company is Afriface Container Conversions and Sales Pty Ltd. It's a scam company. It's not even a company. It's an organized crime company. Yeah. So I called the guys that, I'm going to find out from the other guys what's going on. And then after then he didn't get back to me. That was the end of our conversation. We never talked. And interestingly, when I text him using another cell number, he responds preparing to make another scam, right? And then that point, I could see that I'm really scammed here. I'm opening my eyes. I'm trying to find the ways that I'm going to use to make sure that I get out of these things, but it was too late, I guess. And then I checked the invoice. When I checked the invoice, there's 2 addresses there. There's a KZN address, there's Cape Town address, and there's Johannesburg address, and I'm in Johannesburg. So I was like, I called my uncle and like, Malume, can you please accompany me to this address? We need to go there as in now, as in today. It was on Friday. We go there to this address. It is in Rotterport. When we get there, these guys, they're actually, when we get to the address, there is no container company there. But interestingly, opposite to this address that they gave us, there is an actual company that sells containers. So they are basically doing that thing of trying to mess up with your mind, to think that this is actually a legit company, even though it is not a company. Okay, fine. And after then, I could see but I actually got scammed here. But when I called the guy, he still says to me that, no, don't worry, I will go there on Monday to find out what happened, because I went to this place. Okay, fine. And then after then, I go to police station, Mina, to try to open up a case. I open up a case. I do everything to say that I was scammed by this particular company. I give the information and the address that was given to me by this former friend of mine, not knowing but everything that he told me was not true. He actually misled me and misled even the police, because when I opened the case, I said everything that he told me about this company and the sequence of events. Okay, fine. Okay, now it's Monday. Monday arrives. The guy calls me and he says that he is sorry that what he told me was incorrect. He actually got the information from Facebook. At that point, I had given up already. I had made peace that I actually got scammed. And then I asked him, but dude, how can you give me information that you got from Facebook when you know exactly my stance of how I understood the information from Facebook? Because there's a number of scams from Facebook. I asked you because I trusted you to go to the place physical so that I know where I'm going to get my money if I get scammed or something happens. Now you are coming to me telling me that you are sorry because you got me scammed. And the guy was not understanding my anger and frustration. I got scammed a lot of money that he himself cannot afford to repay me. And now he expects me to take his sorry just like that. And I was like, I'm not going to do that, man. You got me scammed. Now you want me to understand everything that you are going to say to me now. I'm not going to do that. And then he sends me a text. After I sent him a text, because I couldn't even talk to him the way I was so angry. I sent him a very hot text, and then he responds to the text. I'm going to show you here. He said that no matter how angry I am, I should remember that I didn't send him money, or I didn't send any money to his account. This is the person who was a friend. This is the person who misled me to believing that I was buying a container from a legit company. On that point, I learned that even though I have to take risks sometimes, but I should also be careful of people who are around me. That's what I learned out of everything that happened, And I kept hoping that maybe there was something that God was trying to open my eyes to, or was trying to show me, you know. And I can say that there's some revelations, it's not even long after. There's so many things that have been happening now, and I can see, but maybe that thing was happening for this purpose. And I also want to mention, but there is also some good things that have happened. And I say that maybe God was preparing me for these things. So if you thought that you wanted to break me down, you didn't succeed. And as if you are a genuine person, or if you thinking of how you can maybe fix what happened. I'm expecting you to maybe just pay me back. You know how much I paid for that container. And instead of you telling me that I didn't send you any money. And I felt like that is so cruel of you to say that, knowing that I trusted you with this thing that I wanted to happen. But anyways, there's nothing that I can do to make you pay if you don't want to pay. But yeah, guys, so after opening the case, the SAPS, I even talked to the private investigators. They told me that I should just forget about that. There's nothing that they are going to do. And indeed, nothing they did. If you were in a country that has law and justice, something was going to be done about those people, because there were accounts here involved, bank accounts, FNB and African Bank. And people, when they open these accounts, they don't just open using fraudulent documents, they use original documents. So there's something that a lawful country was going to do to track those people down, to make sure that I get my money back. Because when I contacted the banks, they tried to do their own investigation, but they said that their funds were no longer there. So now I'm just waiting for my private investigators to come back to me and tell me what are the results, because the SAPS has failed me. They didn't deliver anything to me, because even the detective, she called me not long ago telling me that no, they can't find the exact locations of the accounts and stuff. That is very late, to even come back to me and say that. Yeah. So guys, I hope you are learning something out of what I just shared. If you are wanting to buy a container, make sure that the place is there. There's a physical place where you can go if you are losing your money. And it's preferable that you do it yourself, because these days you can't trust anyone. People, they don't wish you any good thing. You can be trying and hoping that people, they are happy for what you are doing, but you should understand that people, they are not happy for what you're doing. And seeing from what this guy said at the end of everything, coming to tell me that I didn't send him money. And that made me to learn so much about people in a single event. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, just make sure you comment and subscribe and hit a like and share this video, please. And please comment, guys, so that this video will be suggested to people who are looking for similar content. You can just comment and say that you subscribed, or comment to say what you learned from this video. Thank you so much. This was very long, but yeah, thank you so much.